What's good, YouTube? It's Sir Rome of RaRa, and today I'm here to do my top 10 movies of 2022. New year coming up, gotta drop some top 10 lists. So, I got 10 movies and I got 3 honorable mentions. I'll start with my honorable mentions. These are in no particular order, so don't be like, how you put this one over this one. They just honorable mentions, okay? So, my first honorable mention would be Black Adam. I just watched it like 2 days ago. Really good movie. I heard a lot about it, thought it would be better because of what I heard. It has The Rock in it, and he does a pretty good job at acting. But it's a DC movie, so what can I say? They don't stand up to Marvel movies very well. So yeah, it made it into the honorable mentions. But it does have a lot of ass-kicking moments and a lot of fights in it. I think I'm going to do a review on it, so y'all look for that. It might be coming out soon. All right, my next honorable mention will be Day Shift, starring Jamie Foxx. This was a movie on Netflix, and it was about Jamie Foxx hunting vampires. Got a lot of action in this one as well. This movie was one of the better movies I saw early in the year, but at the end of this year, man, I watched a ton of really good movies, so it couldn't make the list. But it's very entertaining, so if you want to see Jamie Foxx, which he's a great actor, y'all go and check that out. And my third one that didn't make the list, but I thought it was a pretty good movie this year, is Nope. Nope was a little lackluster to say the least, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good movie. Jordan Peele, starring the guy that acts in a lot of his movies, and Keke Palmer, and they're trying to capture pictures of an alien. Yeah, and I won't spoil it too much, but it's a pretty good movie. If you just need something to watch while you're chilling, y'all go and check that out. But it did not make my top 10 list. Okay, now I will get into what actually matters. The top 10. All right, y'all ready? All right, I'll start from 10, work my way to 1. So 1 will be the best movie of the year. And let me just say, I know y'all are going to disagree with a lot of these, but I'm a scary movie fanatic, so there's a lot of scary movies on this list. And if I missed any movies, y'all just let me know, because I can't really remember a lot of movies I watched earlier in the year. So y'all just let me know what I missed. All right, here we go. At number 10, I have Smile, which is a horror movie where a demon possesses people and causes them to see creepy people walking around smiling with a very creepy smile. And it's a grief demon, so you know it clings on to people that are suffering from grief. And it's a creepy movie, not like super scary, but it's pretty creepy, and I really enjoyed the ending to this movie, so that's why I put it on the list. If it would have ended the way I thought it was going to, it would not have made the list. But it did what I love about scary movie endings, so it made it. And it's pretty cliche throughout the movie, so I couldn't put it like really high on the list. It does a lot of stuff that I've seen in other movies, like The Mirror or like It Follows. And It Follows did it a lot better in my opinion. So number 10 on the list. Okay, number 9. Y'all gonna kill me for this one. I know I'm gonna get killed for this one, no doubt in my mind. But I just didn't think this movie was that great, so this is where it landed on my list. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This movie was long. That's the best way to describe it. A long movie that it was just drawn out. And there's another movie based on grief, and I've been going through a lot of grief because my brother passed away in August of 2021, and I've been suffering a lot of grief throughout it. So I understand what they were trying to do, but I just didn't like the direction they took. I just wasn't a great fan of this movie. I mean, it was a good movie. If you make it on the top 10 list, it's a good movie. And it's Marvel, so you know it ain't like terrible, but it's just really long, man. They could have cut out so many scenes in this movie, could have been a lot better. The action was pretty good in this movie though, not a like ton of CGI or nothing like that. I just feel like they disrespected Wakanda a lot in this movie, which they shouldn't do when it's supposed to be based around black people. So I had an issue with that, and it made it at number 9. All right, number 8 is Barbarian. A lot of y'all probably have never seen this movie. I heard a few things about it because I follow some scary movie pages, so I went and checked it out, and that was probably like a month ago when I saw it. And really creepy movie. The plot takes a lot of twists and turns, and they add a lot of like comedy in the middle of it. But that first half of this movie is really creepy. Have you on the edge of your bed, creepy. And the main bad guy in this movie is like, they did a really good job with him. Like, it looks super like sick. Really good, costume or whatever you want to call it. Creepy shit, man. And I just enjoy movies that I don't know where they're going with it. So I thought this one was really good. I thought this was a lot better than Smile, even though both of them made the list. Barbarian is one I advise everybody to go and check out if you like scary movies. Okay, number 7. And I just remembered that I watched this movie this year, like a couple days ago, and I wrote it down to go on my list because this movie was really good, and that is Prey. Prey is a Predator movie, but it's like a Predator prequel. This one's based in like Native American time, like when Native Americans were like in America. I don't even know if this movie's based in America, but it was way back in the day. And there's no like technology, and the Predator doesn't have a lot of the stuff that he's known to have in the newer movies. And they have to fight him with like bow and arrows and tomahawks and riding on horses, etc. So they kind of make it a little more basic, where they don't have to have all these crazy gadgets and all this extra shit. It's just basic fighting, and it's what you want to see, if you ask me, from movies. I don't like all the high technology shit a lot of times because it just makes it less believable. And this one felt a lot more believable than a lot of the Predators I've seen. I really like this movie. And the main character in it is a woman. And I don't think they've done that yet against Predator. So I thought it was pretty cool. Action's really good. And, only the ending to me wasn't that great. So all the way up to the way they killed Predator was phenomenal to me. All right, number 6. I don't know if I should have put this one this high, but I did because I know when I first watched it, I really enjoyed it. So it's The Batman. This movie is really long, really, really, really long, but I enjoyed it when I was watching it in the movie theater. I didn't feel like I did when I watched Black Panther. I wasn't squirming and ready to go like I was with Black Panther, but I have not watched this movie again because of how long it is. So all I can do is just go based off how I remember enjoying it when I watched it. They used the guy from Twilight in this movie, so a lot of people were kind of turned off by that, and they didn't really want to see him playing Batman, but I thought he did a really good job. This one's also like a prequel, so like it's Batman before he's got a lot of his high-tech gear. It's based kind of back in the day, and I love the way the Batmobile looked in this one. I love just how pissed off Batman was. They say it's emo Batman, that's what a lot of people call him, and he's a straight up ass kicker, and this movie was awesome. And it just had a good plot because it had what's the guy's name? I can't even think his name right now. Sorry, it wasn't my boy the Joker though, that's for sure. But the Riddler, yeah, the Riddler, and so it's like solving cases. It was like solving cases and being the Batman at the same time. So it's more like Detective Batman, which I always knew Batman to be. So I enjoyed it. Good movie. If you haven't seen it and you got 5 hours of time, go and check it out. All right. At number 5, this is the top half of my list, so shit's a lot better than this half of the list. At number 5, we have The Sadness. This is a Korean or Japanese movie. You want to talk about gore? This is top-notch gory movie. This shit is sick, man. They have a lot of shit going on in this movie, and if you don't like to see people get killed in really odd ways, then don't watch this. If you like that kind of shit, please go and check it out. This movie is great. It's like a zombie movie, but the people aren't really zombies. They're just I guess like cursed with this I don't know what, I guess it's just a curse, but it causes people to like rape people, forgive me for saying that, and like just do sick things to people. And so you follow a guy who's trying to get back to his girlfriend, and they're just trying to get out of this crazy place. Like, kind of reminds you of the Crazies in a way more than it does zombies. But yeah, sick movie. I'm talking sick. But I love gore, so I thought this movie was amazing. Y'all should go check it out. It's called The Sadness. I'll say it again for y'all. The Sadness. Please go check that movie out. Number 4, I watched this movie today. I might have some recency bias, but I love this movie. The Black Phone. This movie is based around a guy kidnapping kids. This is also a movie placed back in the day, maybe in the 80s, maybe 90s, I don't know. But yeah, it's not like technology. So You know, they're using rotary phones and shit in this movie. So this guy is kidnapping kids. There's a main character and his sister who are worried about the guy. And the sister has like kind of like premonition powers where she can like kind of see what's going to happen to people or what's happening to people, like kind of like seeing the future in a way, but she can only do it through dreams. And she's trying to save her brother who ends up getting kidnapped. Y'all go and check that out. Movie's fire. It has a lot of like subtle, you know, plots to it where it's like, oh, you got to be more courageous, and you know, grief in it because of the loss of people. And it's a really good movie. I'm telling you, check it out. It's not really scary. It's more like suspenseful horror. It ain't gonna scare you. Like my girl will watch this movie, I'm sure, and she don't like scary movies. Like she made me cut Barbarian off, and we got in a big fight about it because I wanted to finish it. So she wouldn't like. I'll just go ahead and let y'all know now. She wouldn't watch Smile. That's scary. Not Black Panther. Barbarian is scary, but she would watch Prey, and she would watch Black Phone. And the Sadness, I'm not sure how much she likes gore. So yeah, I got a lot of scary movies on here, but they're not like scary. They're just in the horror genre. So all right, next on the list at number 3 we have Top Gun Maverick, starring Tom Cruise. If you've ever seen Top Gun, which I haven't, you would love this movie. There's no way you wouldn't like this if you like Top Gun. But I did start Top Gun, but I had to go ahead and make this list, and I wanted to watch Top Gun after I saw Maverick because it's a really good movie. It's a very, you know, American movie, you know what I'm saying? America, you know what I'm saying? You'll like it if you like, you know, patriotic type movies. It's a war-based movie, so if you like war movies, it's a really good one. It's about Maverick, which is the guy from the first movie who flew planes, and he was in a course called Top Gun. And in this movie, he is training all of the people who are the top of the top that graduated from Top Gun. So these are like the best fighter pilots ever, and he's training them to do a mission that's pretty much impossible, like Mission Impossible, which was starring Tom Cruise. But yeah, he's trying to train them to do this mission that's pretty impossible. And you know, there's a lot of like twists and turns, and you figure out like that one of the characters is the son of a character from the other movie, and it makes things a lot harder for Maverick to figure things out. And it's got a lot of like, you know, like Easter eggs from Top Gun. So I'm sure if I saw Top Gun, I might even have this movie at number 2 or number 1. I doubt it, because my number 2 and number 1 are freaking fire. But either way, this movie was really good. It made it to the top 3. I want to do a review of this movie, so y'all look out for that, because I'll probably do a review. Alright, at number 2, this movie is fucking phenomenal. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. You probably never heard of this movie. If you have, you saw it and you loved it, because this movie is fire. If you've ever seen Kung Fu Hustle or Shaolin Soccer, it kind of reminds me of those movies in a way, but it has a way better storyline than those movies. Like, this movie almost made me cry because like it's teaching you a lesson throughout the entire movie, but at the same time it's ridiculous, and it's like awesome fighting. There's like 50 different fighting styles, and it is great. This movie is great. If you like things like multiverse theory and stuff like that, it has a lot of that in this movie. If you like plots that's got a lot to do with love, it's got a lot of love based in this movie. If you like angsty teenagers, it has that in this movie. If you like I think there's Mandarin maybe this movie. But if you like, you know, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin style movies, it's sort of like damn, what's the Netflix show that everybody loved? Damn, can't think of it right now. But if you like that show, Squid Game. If you like Squid Game, you know, it's got that feel to it, but it's more like Kung Fu Hustle to me. And it's great. This movie is great. And I told everybody about it after I watched this, and I was like, y'all ain't never heard of it? Man, I'm telling you, go check this shit out. This shit is fire. The main character is a lady. I've seen her in other movies. I think she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But she is great. I'm telling you, her acting was wonderful, because she has to like act out a different type of people. I mean, like a bunch of different people, because she's jumped from universe to universe, and all of her different selves act differently. And it's great, and it's super funny too. So if you just want to watch something that's funny, it's great in that aspect as well. And my number 1 movie, if you haven't guessed it yet, you weren't thinking hard enough. is Avatar: The Way of the Water. I've talked to people about this movie, and some people said they didn't like it much, or it was too long, and they went to the movies and they fell asleep and all that. And I'm like, the fuck are y'all talking about? This movie was fantastic. This movie was everything I ever wanted out of a sequel to Avatar. It looks so good. I mean, this movie looks, whew, mwah, chef kiss. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking fantastic. This movie, I'm telling you, y'all have to check this shit out. The action, it's got so much action. It's constant action damn near. And it's not like always like action like fighting, but they're always doing something to move the story along. It's not a bunch of sitting around. And if you've never seen Avatar, I mean, if you've seen the first Avatar and you're curious what this one is about, the main character has kids in this movie, and it's based around his family. And his family moves to a different place in the Avatar world, and now they're in a place that's water-based, so they have to learn the way of the water. So this one's in water most of the time, and it's beautiful. And there's a lot of new creatures that you haven't seen from the first one. And it's just, man, whoever's mind made this, man, they got deep mind. I'm talking, man, they go all out with this. The new avatars that live in the water, they look completely different. They're a different color blue, and they got little fins on their arms, and they're a little bulkier, and it's just creative, man. It's so freaking creative. And man, I'm telling you, you gotta check it out. I don't want to spoil it too much, but you gotta check it out. There's a death scene in this movie that gave me chills the way the person reacted to this person's death, and whew, it's great. So yeah, y'all go and check that out. That's my top 10 list. If you disagree with my list, let me know some movies that I should have put there. I'm sure I missed a ton of movies that should have been in there. And if you agree with my list, because it's the greatest list that's ever been made, y'all hit that like button. Leave a comment telling me if I should just rearrange the list a little bit, or where you would have put some movies. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I got a lot of content coming. I dropped making videos for a while because the holidays are really hectic, but now I'm back on my content making, and I'm about to drop at least 5 videos in the next 2 weeks. I've been saying 10, but I don't want to give y'all too high expectations. At least 5 are coming. Avatar review is coming with my girlfriend. She went with me to watch it, so y'all check that. I mean, look out for that. And besides that, suck it easy.